Caden James as a posse, then maybe we need to even the playing field.
What are we gonna do here?
We're forming a team.
You don't go into the field with people you can't rely on.
I can stop him.
We have a very large problem.
Arrow. New episodes return Thursday, January 18th on the CW.
What is up, guys? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to a brand new Arrow Season 6 Episode 10 trailer breakdown. Now, this episode is called Divided, and at the minute there's no synopsis for any of the TV shows or the DC TV shows, so no synopsis for this episode or The Flash or anything like that. So if you go on to enjoy this video, guys, be sure to leave a like on it as it really does show your support for the channel. And if you're new to my Arrow videos, then be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with everything Arrow Season 6. So what we learned from the latest episode of Arrow is that Caden James, as Diggle says in this trailer, has got a posse of evil people, technically. I don't know if you consider Anatoly evil, or maybe not even Black Siren to a degree, because there's all clues that people like Black Siren might be, if only, one of the few people who might actually turn against this team. But regardless, we've got a whole group of people who are united against Oliver Queen, or should I say the Green Arrow, and that is not good because some of these people not only know him, but with them all combined together, it makes for a serious threat. So we've got people like Anatoly, who obviously have quite a history with Oliver, so that's going to provide so much more, you know, help for the evil team. And with Anatoly's help, he'll be able to really kind of get into Oliver's head, I feel, especially with the combined forces of all these people joined together. And then we've got Vigilante as well, and this is kind of complicated because even though Dinah Drake said not to contact her anymore during last episode, it's debatable if that will stick because they clearly still have feelings for each other, and who knows, Dinah, I don't know if they'll play this through properly, but Dinah could be feeding a little bit of information, or at least Vigilante has got some kind of hold over Dinah, and I don't think she's aware at all that he's a part of this evil group that is dedicated to shutting Team Arrow down. But with this whole evil team seeming so formidable, I think the key factor is Black Siren. Now, I'm not saying she's going to do a full, you know, swing round and join Team Arrow or anything like that, but what we saw in the last episode, I believe, was extremely crucial. And they definitely showed that for a very clear reason, to show that she is very humanized. She's not just a blank Laurel with, you know, red and evil painted all over her. There is a lot more substance to her, and I felt like, personally, that was the first time I felt that from Black Siren. This stems, obviously, from her talking about her father, or her version of Quentin, buying cake, you know, every birthday, and then how he died from getting hit by a drunk driver. And then she let our Quentin Lance go. So what I'm trying to put across here is that despite all these people combined are a very, very tough thing to fight against, Black Siren could very well be our key into what they're doing. So who knows, she might somehow give information over to one of our members, so like Quentin Lance even, or just say something like an impending threat that is coming, whether that's a bomb, and then she might regret going through with it last minute and might be the one to end up helping Team Arrow come up +1 in the scoring between these two teams. And I briefly touched on this in my review for last episode as well. It seems that Oliver's going to be stubborn this episode because we hear Dig saying Caden James has got a whole posse and I think we need to even the playing field. And we see Oliver just looking very kind of butthurt over the fact that, you know, his whole team left him. We even had words like, "We don't believe in you," or "I don't believe in you anymore, Oliver." And that's shown even more throughout this trailer through the Team Arrow members that left, kind of creating their own team. So we are essentially having both kind of Team Arrow and Team Arrow 2.0 going out and probably fighting Caden James in the next episode. They're probably going to bump into each other. But Oliver's said his piece in this trailer as well. You don't go into the field with people you can't rely on. And as I said, this is typical Oliver, but at the same time, I also kind of sided with him in the sense that I don't blame him for how he's feeling right now. He was kind of suspicious, and rightfully so. So maybe it wasn't completely right, you know, putting it all on Dinah at the beginning. Instead of leaving, everyone should have just stuck together, maybe minus Renee, because he did. I feel like he was rightfully dismissed. He should have come back, obviously, after a couple of months. But Oliver feels a little bit kind of betrayed right now, even though he was the one who spied on his Team Arrow. Everyone's kind of feeling, I think, a bit betrayed by everyone. So the Team Arrow members like Curtis, Renee, and Dinah feel betrayed by the original power trio, Dig, Felicity, and Oliver. Whereas Oliver is, even though this probably isn't Diggle and Felicity feeling this way, especially after Diggle saying we need to level the playing field, Oliver's not going to feel that way, and he won't feel it until the very last moment, and that's when our team will get back together. To be honest with you guys, I'm not a massive fan of this storyline. I'd rather just Team Arrow get back together, and all of this should be skipped over instead of us just having to wait until they inevitably get back together. I suppose the one thing I do like out of this most of all is the fact that it's kind of at the same time going back to the very early episodes of Arrow Season 1, because we obviously just have Diggle, Oliver, and Felicity going out to stop Caden James and his posse of evil people, but at the same time in the trailer it put across how that is also a very big problem, because Felicity says, you know, we have a very big problem, and it looks like Oliver's getting his ass kicked without having the backup of Renee, aka Wild Dog, Diana Drake, and Curtis. So I think it's going to be cool seeing just the power trio perform the way they used to, but I think they're going to realize that, or should I say Oliver is going to realize that he really needs the backup, because things have got so much worse since Season 1 in terms of, you know, he's kind of just leveled up to the point where he can't do it without a team now. So the team is a requirement, and just going out there with the resources he has through basically just Diggle and then Felicity kind of being the recon and, you know, Overwatch of it all, it's not enough. He needs people to have his back, and I think that's where we might run into the teams might run into each other in the episode, and they're going to be kind of forced to work with each other because they're not going to be against each other. So I think they're just going to get on with it potentially, and then it'll be like, well, we may as well just be a team. And that's what kind of annoys me, because it's very kind of pointless. But I don't know, I kind of get it, the team fracture, man. I get both sides, but I just feel like it's a waste of story, and they should just get on with the cool shit. We also see in the trailer that Caden James is building this kind of bomb. Now, I'm wondering if that sabotaged amplifier will have anything to do with it. Maybe he could recover it. I'm sure he will. I can't exactly remember what happened to that amplifier, but regardless, with this bomb, it looks like it might be going off anyway. We do see that massive explosion at the end, but I don't think that's going to kill everyone within the vicinity, so maybe the bomb doesn't explode to its full potential. I'm just personally hoping that we get a lot more of Richard Dragon this episode. I've got a feeling we won't. It just seems like they're saving his kind of storyline and something for him to impress all the viewers with, for like a golden moment, that they're just saving for that shining episode they want to do that with. But I don't know. I feel like we really need to get a lot more other than just Caden James. I feel like this season really needs to start picking itself up now, considering we're 9 episodes in, and from what I'm hearing left, right, and center, I'm not the only one feeling underwhelmed by Arrow Season 6. They really need to pick up the ball now and run with it. But let me know what you thought of this trailer down in the comments below, guys, and let me know all your predictions or your theories to do with it. We've got a little while till Arrow comes back now, so there will be news updates coming from this channel, new trailer breakdowns, because I'm sure they will post another teaser for the second half of the season. So be sure to stay subscribed to this channel, or subscribe if you're brand new, to never miss out on any Arrow Season 6 content. If you guys want to stay a little bit more up to date with me personally, you can do so by following me on social media. The link should be popping up around here on the screen or in the description below. I recommend Twitter, that's where I'm most active, so be sure to follow me on there if you haven't already. I've recently just opened a Patreon as well, so I just want to say thank you so much to all the people who've pledged already, and if you feel like supporting the channel a little bit more and the extra mile, and you want to check out some of the rewards and tiers that you can potentially pledge to, be sure to check out my Patreon on the top link in the description below. But apart from that, guys, that's all I've got to say about this trailer. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.